Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the first official episode of Siejka'd, Not Stirred, with your host, me, Christopher Siejka, and my friend Michael Hayes. How you doing today, Michael?
All right, what's going on, Chris? Thanks for having me.
Of course, of course. Today, guys, we're going over NFL news, and we had a little top 10 power rankings for ourselves. So I think we're gonna start out with the power rankings. Michael, how about you go first?
All right, yeah. So I compiled some power rankings here. So I got the Chiefs at first, right? We can all
I
agree on
agree with
that.
that. I think we can agree with that.
Eagles fans, I know you're not gonna like it. Oh, 8-1. Oh, I don't care, guys. You know you're not beating the Chiefs head on, and you're not beating my number 2 team either. You're not beating the Bills head on. The Chiefs and the Bills are a cut above anybody else because they have quarterbacks a cut above anybody else. They have the roster talent and the two most explosive players in the league. And until Jalen Hurts can do that, at number 3 here, the Eagles, they're not on the same level.
Well, Josh Allen hasn't been looking like Jalen Hurts recently, and I know they
Look.
just lost to the Commanders, whatever. But
Look,
I think Jalen Hurts looks better than Josh this season.
not
But
this season. Certainly not the season. Maybe in the past 3
few
weeks.
games,
Sure. Is anybody really sitting here thinking that he's going to play like that come playoff time?
I mean, I believe so. They have a really
You
good team.
believe-
I believe Jalen Hurts can pull it together. They definitely have a really after AJ Brown. I was super excited for Jalen Hurts. I've always been a believer in him, and I really think I know he's a runner normally, but he can sling that ball in between anybody.
Okay. So can Josh Allen.
Okay, well, keep going.
All right. So my number 4 team, it's a little high. I got the Dolphins, Miami Dolphins at 4.
Very high,
Yeah,
very high.
But I mean, man, they've been unreal. Their offense might be the best in the league right now. It's kind of nuts. Their defense is kind of mid, but when you got freaking Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle going 1,000 yards a game, whatever it is, shit, that thing is unstoppable. The Miami, they got a train in there. And so 5, I got the Vikes. Sure, they just beat the Bills. They
Vikes, skull, baby.
They played the best they ever would, and the Bills played the worst they ever would there. I mean, Josh is not going to throw 2 picks every game. Well, seems like
Past 3 games, yeah.
All right. Josh is not going to go and throw 2 picks every game. He's not going to fumble the snap on the 1-yard line, Sure, we got some calls, but Vikes, I mean, Justin Jefferson isn't going to make that catch every game either.
Yeah, he might. He's the best receiver in this league.
He might, but regardless, that's the best they got, and it's not the best we got. And play that game 10 times over, I don't like the Vikes odds, so sorry, they're cut below. Then we got San Fran at 6. It was kind of hard to know where to go with San Fran. They have an elite team with the mediocre quarterback. But, that mediocre quarterback has brought them to the Super Bowl, so I don't know. I don't love it. I don't hate it. San Fran, though, if they get rolling, they could beat anyone, and they're kind of scary.
Their defense is crazy.
Defense
is crazy. I don't know. I forget what his Kafunga, that safety.
Their new guy. Yeah,
Their new guy, yeah. I don't know where he came from. I'm pretty sure he's undrafted, but he's really good. He's really, really good.
He's a stud.
They just find the most random people out the streets. They're the Patriots. I swear, with the receivers.
Yeah, they can draft everyone
Anybody.
but a running back.
Anybody.
They can't figure that out.
They always got 3. Always got 3 on hand.
Okay, so then that makes my number 17, the Baltimore Ravens.
I disagree with that statement. We'll get to mine. Keep going.
Baltimore Ravens, man. I mean, I know their defense isn't playing like it. They have one of the deepest, most talented defensive rosters in the league. I think it's gonna show up eventually. I mean, they had Roquan, an already good defense. They need some help at corner, but if the new DC in town can do a better job, which I think he has been doing, of eliminating the weaknesses of that cornerback room, scheming it up so safeties are more important, they'll be just fine. And Lamar, I mean, he's elite. Everyone says they need a receiver. They don't need a receiver. They need to run 3 tight ends every play and run the hell out of the ball. J.K. Dobbins coming back. They're a damn good team. So then at 8, we got the Bengals. The Bengals, I did almost want to put above the Ravens, but just because of divisional standings, I'll keep them right below. They're neck and neck, these two teams. The Bengals are real scary because now they're showing they can move the ball without Jamar Chase, too.
Jamar, I was skeptical of him coming out of college. You were not. I was scared of the drops. He was dropping it. What am I gonna say? Oh, he's gonna get it, guys. He's gonna get it. All 10 balls in a row. Like, but you know what? Patrick Mahomes did the same thing when he was in preseason. When they were drafting through like 5 picks in or whatever the practices, and now he's the best quarterback in the league.
Trust the tape.
Trust tape.
And yeah, man, they got a good defense. They got good linebackers, good edge rushers. I don't know how they ended up being good, but they are. And yeah, I mean, we all know they were in the Super Bowl last year. Joe Burrow, he's a dog.
Joe Burrow. That's why I got the shirt. Yeah, he's icy like that.
Probably a top 3 quarterback in the league, maybe 4. I got Mahomes, I got Allen, I got Burrow. Call me crazy.
You're a little
It's
insane.
like that, though.
You're a little insane, but okay.
Like that,
okay.
though.
Keep going.
Then I got Dallas at 9. This is going to seem low, but at the end of the day, man, they're proving it time and time again. They proved it last Sunday. If freaking Dak Prescott is their quarterback, how are they going to win any important big games ever? They have the least clutch quarterback in the league, who's not even that good when he's just never that good. He's Jimmy G. People talk about him like he's anybody else. He is Jimmy G. He's the same quarterback, right? Except a less accomplished Jimmy G. Because I got the Niners 3 spots ahead. Sure, I mean, they do have a better roster. But if Jimmy G was on this Dallas team, I might switch him.
I agree. I know a few Cowboys fans, and a lot of them are, riding with Dak and Zeke. They're still riding that 2016 wave. They're like, oh, Dak and Zeke, they're them. Oh my God, they're really good. No, not at all. Because Zeke, he's not good. He's just not good anymore. He's just slow. He hasn't had a 100-yard rushing game in how long? And even if I'm not by recollection, and even if he did, it's the first time in a long time. Dak has never really impressed me. He did that once. Whatever. I don't remember 2017 season, 2018. Very good, but he just has. He doesn't have that swag. He's kind of a basic quarterback. He can make the big throws. He also make the terrible throws. Yeah. He just doesn't recently. That defense carries. Yeah. And and I don't understand Jerry Jones's opinion on Zeke because they have Tony Pollard, who is astronomically better.
Yeah, he is much better.
I don't get it. I just don't understand. Yeah. I don't get it.
I mean, look, I don't get how you could sit there, be so happy about Dak when you see all these young quarterbacks coming in, lining up the league, all drafted after Dak rather. What do we got? Josh now. He was drafted after Dak. We got Tua now. Tua's on his way up. Tua's better than Dak. Joe Burrow, Justin Herbert, right? Like Lamar. All these young guys, they come in, they develop, they get better. Has Dak done that incrementally? Is he lighting up the league like these guys are? No, he's not. So I think that's a failed experiment. I think he's really ruining their ceiling, even though they have the best defense in the league right now. Favorite for the deep way, Micah Parsons. But I'm going to keep him at 9. And then at 10, I got the Bucks. I know it's kind of weird. But, man, if you let Tom Brady get hot, I don't care, man.
I mean, after that divorce, he's been pretty high. He's been all over the place.
Everyone was quick to doubt him, right? But at the end of the day, this guy's losing his wife. He's losing his kids. He has other things to worry about.
He doesn't even care. He didn't even care. He's like,
all right, but that's what's on his mind, He's got things to worry about. He comes back. He refocuses. It's not like he lost some arm talent. He looks good. He looks just fine. So I got the Bucks at 10. They're rolling, and I think they'll keep rolling. So yeah. Okay, what you got going on over there?
I got a little similar top 2. Besides that, nothing really the same over here. So, number 1 Chiefs been over this. Patrick Mahomes is just Patrick Mahomes. Like, he's just the best. I've never seen the arm talent like him before, and it's insane the stuff he does. I don't get it. He trucks people. He's Derrick Henry as a quarterback. Same height, same weight. Like, it's insane. Even though the Bills, and I'm a Jets fan, but the Bills, I will keep them at 2 because they're still elite. And they're getting Trey White back. They're getting, Josh is still Josh. Stephon Diggs is still top 2 receiver in the league.
2 or 3.
2 or 3. And, we were at the Jets game, Michael. We were at the Jets game, and you know what?
Yes, we were. Damn good game.
I might put a clip in here from that game. Next, I got 3 out of the Vikings. Vikings, they're literally a not Kirk Cousins quarterback away from being amazing, and it seriously just saddens me that they keep sticking with him. I don't understand. Like, I know they're good enough to have not a great draft pick for a quarterback, but you gotta make a trade at this point. At this point, if you're they're 8-1, they're not getting a top 10 pick. Might even get a top 25 pick. So honestly, if I was them, I'd make a trade for I don't even know who's available. Aaron, why not?
You can't trade no more.
You can't.
But I don't think you need to. I think you're wrong. I think Kirk Cousins. What? Kirk Cousins this year has been easily a top 10 quarterback in the league. Easily. You can win with that.
He just doesn't.
People have won with that. The Ravens won a Super Bowl with Joe Flacco. You can win with Kirk Cousins. I don't think you say that they're getting held back. I don't know that they are being held back. They're 7-1. They're doing good for themselves. Could they win a Super Bowl? Maybe not. But I don't know if that's a Kirk thing. Kirk, he gets classed with Dak. He gets classed with Jimmy. He gets classed with Ryan Tannehill. He's proven this year he's more than that. He's outperforming all those guys, that's for sure. He's a top 10 quarterback in the league. You can win with Kirk.
I agree with the sense that he's top 10. He just doesn't in especially in clutch situations. He just isn't clutch.
He was clutch last week.
Yeah, he
unfortunately.
was. He was very clutch last week. I enjoyed my time watching him be clutch. He just doesn't. I just know if they had any other quarterback, hell, if they even had freaking Zach Wilson, I think they'd be.
No.
Yes.
No,
I do, honestly.
That's ridiculous.
Maybe not Zach.
That's ridiculous.
I take that back. Maybe not Zach Wilson.
Because I'm seeing Kirk become clutch. Kirk is not being gun-shy Kirk anymore. Kirk is taking chances. Kirk is throwing 2 picks and then throwing crazy touchdowns too. He's doing that now. And if Kirk can eliminate the gun shyness from his game, then yeah, they have all the upside they need. He's got the skills. He's got a good processor, decent arm. He's good.
I understand. I think he makes me nervous. He's one of those quarterbacks that whenever he throws the ball, it just makes me nervous. You know what I mean? You know exactly what I'm talking about.
All right.
There's those quarterbacks in the league. You throw it down the field. You can't see it from the camera. You're like, oh my god, this could be the greatest throw ever or the worst pick I've ever seen in my life.
All right. Well, not so much this year, but yes.
So number 4, I got the Eagles because the Eagles are just really good. I know their schedule is pretty sad. Pretty sad 8-1.
Pretty easy 8-1.
Yeah, pretty easy one. But they still have great talent on that team. And as I said before,
they have 2 full offensive lines and 2 full defensive lines.
Yes,
it's pretty
they're
wild.
crazy.
Yeah.
They're insane.
Yeah.
And as I said before, receivers are insane. I know Devontae Smith kind of getting outshined by AJ Brown this year, but he's still disgusting. The whole team is amazing.
And the Heisman last year.
Number 5.
2 years ago.
The Dolphins. The Dolphins, I hate to say it, and I was a big hater of Tua. And you know what? I still think
you
he's.
were wrong.
You were wrong. I don't know if I'm wrong.
You could say it. You were gearing up to say it.
No. I'm not going to say I was
a big
wrong
hater.
yet. He has Tyreek Hill.
He has Tyreek Hill, and Tyreek Hill is not the one throwing the ball.
Okay, he's
throwing perfect moves.
But I've seen, if you watch the games, and you see Tyreek Hill maneuver another 70 yards.
No, buddy. I've watched the same games you are. What I see is Tua throwing it where only his receiver can get it.
Okay. I still believe he can. He's not as great as everyone thinks he is, but he's very efficient. I do agree.
He's top 10.
I do agree he's much better than I thought he was going to be.
He's top 10. He could be Breeze.
They built a great team around him for what he does, and I thought he wasn't going to. Honestly, I was one of the people that didn't think he should actually play again after that injury. That was
scary.
I've heard I heard a few reports just around there was one interview with this this brain doctor, and he said if he values his family and friends, he shouldn't do it again. But you're in the NFL, you can't resist it.
He wanted the clout, that doctor. Doctor wanted the clout.
Doctor wanted to be a little in the spotlight for a little bit.
Yeah, he knew. 5 minutes of fame.
Number 6, I have the Niners because I do agree that their defense is amazing, but again, like I just feel like just same as the Cowboys, they're just a quarterback away from being amazing. Because the same thing with the Cowboys, which is my number 7, actually, that they're just one quarterback away. Their defenses are amazing, top 5 defense, top 10, whatever.
Top 5.
Top 5.
Top 2 maybe.
No.
Top 2.
No,
Maybe
no,
top
no,
3.
no.
Who else do we have? We got Buffalo. We got the Jets.
Yeah.
The Jets are worse than them.
No,
Well, the Jets are worse than both those defenses.
Did you know the Jets? The Jets are top 10 in yards per game and scoring on defense.
Okay, I bet you both these teams are top 5.
No way. I don't believe that. I don't believe that for a second. I've watched the games and
you do understand that if you guys are top 10, right? So there are 9 other teams, right? And then
I get it.
5 of them might be, and maybe just maybe 2 of the top defenses in the league.
They don't have Sauce Gardner though. They don't have Sauce Gardner.
You guys don't have Nick Bosa or Michael Parsons.
Quentin Williams. We have Quentin Williams.
Not the same.
Quentin Williams is a dog this year.
Quentin Williams
is a dog this year.
He's a dog. He's not the same.
Okay.
He's not
the same position, but whatever. Number 7, Cowboys. Again, as reiterating what you said, their run game, their offense it just looks like it lost something from a few years ago, and I don't know what that is. I really can't it's the same exact team.
They lost Dak's pair of balls.
Yes, and they also lost. I mean, Travis Frederick was a big part of it. I know he's had that disease and he had to retire, but I feel like their O line's been in shambles recently, especially with Tyron Smith. Tyron Smith is injured the whole season. I can't believe he just doesn't return. Year. He just doesn't return ever.
Year. Yeah,
it's insane. Number 8. I got the Jets. I have the Jets because no. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear this. Their Jets defense top 3. Top 3. I don't want to hear from nobody. I don't hear from nobody.
It's not top 3.
I don't hear from you.
It's not top
I don't hear from anybody else. Yes, it is.
We got Buffalo. We got the Niners.
We held you to 17.
We got Dallas.
We held you to 17.
Okay, we held you to 20.
That's more than you.
Okay, yeah.
So
right. If that's how the league worked, everything would be a lot more.
Well,
simple.
Dave, you think about it like this: whoever scores more points by the end of the fourth quarter wins.
Yeah.
So technically, you know.
I did catch that fact.
Yeah, but
the Bills' defense is scarier than the Jets and better.
No, I'm
better.
sorry. You guys can decide in the comments.
It's better on every level.
You guys can decide in the comments, but I don't believe that in the slightest. And you
It's
know why?
level.
I'll give you a fact right now, and we talked about this at the game. We did what was like the bracket defense when you had the number 1 on Gabe and number 2 on Steph.
Yes.
Stephon Diggs did not get a catch in the second half of that Jets game.
Okay.
He was held to no catches, and that one catch he had, which was great, holding call.
And it was a weak holding call at that.
I mean, I can go with both sides here, but the refs saw what they saw. So, dude, and you guys were getting torched by Garrett Wilson. Every corner you put on him, torched.
Yeah, which one of our practice squad corners? Which one?
What happened to that 6th round you're talking about? He's so good.
Oh, he is good.
What happened?
He's still good.
Yeah, torched. Dude.
Nah, man, he was locking up J. Jeffs.
No.
Really.
he
was doing his best.
He looking
out
like
there.
Jay Jettas.
He was doing his best out there. We got Jordan Poyer out. We got Micah Hyde out. Matt Milano was out. Defensive linemen were out.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Injuries do exist. You know.
Your Elam went out.
So, and another thing about the Jets, the only thing that scares me is Zach Wilson, and I was a big believer in Zach Wilson, and I still want to be believing in him. He just scares me. I told you, he's one of those quarterbacks. You can't see on the camera. That's 2 hours far out of the screen. You're like, oh my god, this could be an amazing throw or a pick. And 3 times against the Patriots, it was a pick, and it was really bad. And then he not lit up, but did 10 times better than he did against the Patriots, against a better defense.
Yeah,
so I just
think, what do you have, 160 yards or something?
I mean, hey, very efficient. And you know what? We're the Niners offense. You know, Mike LaFleur is amazing at his job. You know, I know Elijah Moore doesn't get all the touches, but Braxton Berrios always on the end rounds, whatever. And the O-line is always hurt. We lost our all-pro, and you know, Mekhi Becton's hurt. Dwayne Brown there's always something wrong with him. He always plays, but he's always limited in practice.
He's about 38 years old.
He's very old. Yeah. And then Max Mitchell's hurt, and then George Fant got hurt, and then that's right. The only person that hasn't gotten hurt is our center, and he's mid. So on to know that. We'll come back to that another time. Seahawks at 9, and I like them because I know you didn't have him in your top 10.
Nope.
Geno is just efficient. And Kenneth Walker is out of this world.
Yeah.
I like Breece Hall, but Breece Hall's amazing, but Kenneth Walker just looks like he just looks like him.
Kenneth Walker's better. He always has been better. But Breece is really good.
Breece is very good. Kenneth Walker just finds a way to break every single tackle.
Yeah, man.
I'm jealous. I can say I love Breece Hall, but I'm jealous.
Yeah.
I'm jealous of Seahawks.
Yeah.
Kenneth Walker is amazing, and he was hurt. I get it, and then he just comes back, says whatever he wants, and it's crazy. It's crazy.
But that boy, Geno, man.
Geno,
He's been an elite quarterback this year for sure.
Oh,
He's been
100%.
this year alone, top 4, top 5 quarterback.
I can
Easy.
I can
He's
agree.
got
Maybe top
a-
7, but I can agree with that.
Man, he's first of all, he has the highest completion percentage, which on its own doesn't mean much, but he has, I believe, the 7th or the 8th highest yards per attempt. Okay, so he's pushing the ball down the field, and he's completing most of them.
Yeah,
He's
he's
not
very.
getting sacked that much. He's being mobile.
He is.
He's reading the field. He's high level throws every week.
And who was that tackle they got in the draft? What was his name?
They got Charles Cross. And
Charles Cross.
They got Abe.
They're-
Lincoln? No. Maybe something like that.
Yeah, I think you know what you're talking about.
He's good though. He's good.
No, the Seahawks and their defense. I thought they were gonna be terrible. I was ready for the Seahawks to be 2-8 right now, 2-7. They look their offseason looked horrible, and I was like, I know one Seahawks fan. I was clowning him about it, and now they're just pretty good. They're not superstars by any means.
Hell yeah.
But they're very good. And my last team is the Bengals. Everyone's gonna be like, "Oh my God, Chris and Michael, we're the Giants." The No. I don't want to hear all you Giants fans. We're 7-2. Oh my God, Daniel Jones and 150 passer. Okay, it was against the Texans. The Texans. Come on, guys. Let's be real. I'm talking to you, Sean. My friend Sean's a Giants fan. I'm talking to you, buddy. And we had this conversation yesterday, 2 days ago. He agreed that, say, the Giants would be he's 1-9 or whatever, 2-8, or whatever record it would be without Saquon Barkley. And I 100% agree with that. They have no receivers. They have Kenny Galladay, who they wasted $72 million to not have a singular touchdown catch. Yeah, he doesn't have one yet, right?
Mm-hmm. I don't think he has.
Now that I know, I'm going to
catches
look this
on
up. I'm
the
going to fact check this for all you Giants fans to see how sad this is. Let's see.
year. No, he definitely doesn't have a touchdown.
And then final team is the Bengals. The Bengals, I'm personally a Joe Burrow fanboy, and I do.
He has 2 catches for 22 yards.
Wow, that was the first game of the season, and he's played 3 games since, and he's had 0 yards in all of them. 0 catches.
He's on the bench.
0 stats.
He's a bum. I knew he was a bum when y'all did that.
Yeah,
I knew that.
I can't believe you. Shame on you, Giants fans. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Spending all this money on a receiver.
Look, guys, you have an elite coach of the year.
I do agree. Brian Dale was amazing.
Easy. He's awesome. You're coming out on top of these one-score games, and you are a good team, right? You're a top 16 team. Rather.
Okay. I was getting
maybe top 15, top 14, right? Because you can't discount 7-2 record. You don't just happen your way into that. But damn well you are not holding a candle to any of these teams on this list on a one-on-one matchup ever.
That's for damn sure.
Maybe the Bucks, maybe the Bengals, maybe the Cowboys. You could beat them. You can't beat the Chiefs. You can't beat Miami. You could never dream of beating the Bills or San Fran or Ravens or the Eagles or any of these teams.
Or the Jets.
Sure. I think they could probably beat the Jets.
With what?
They could. I'm saying they could.
They could.
It's possible for them to beat the Jets. It is not possible for them to beat these teams.
So I'm gonna finish talking about the Bengals, and then we can talk about this.
Okay.
Bengals. Joe Burrow's great. I thought they had like the worst Super Bowl hangover ever, besides the Rams. The Rams are horrendous this year. I know. Yes. Hot in here, guys. Really limited space. The heat's just killing me. I've got a sweatshirt on, but It might have to come off eventually. I don't know.
Mhm.
Maybe next episode. We're recording like 2 or 3 of these in a row. It's gonna be a long session.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So, the Bengals and their O line against the Steelers, that was bad. I know T.J. Watt was there and he's amazing, but that was really bad. But they pulled together. They really pulled together. The defense looking good. Sure, they don't, like you said before, they don't need Jamar Chase. They do. I mean,
They need him, but
they
they
don't need.
Yeah, they're moving without him. Right?
Exactly. But they would love Jamar Chase back. Is what we're saying.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I just think they're top 10, 100%. I'm sorry to all I'm sorry, Ravens fans. Again, I'm sorry, but you guys are mid. You guys are mid. And I thought, they had the best draft. I thought Jets Ravens tie for best draft, whatever. But they just terrible defensive play calling. I don't know what's going on over there. Lamar, like that offense looking not great. Lamar's still Lamar. Lamar's still an MVP. But I did have to disagree with you that they do need a receiver. And Rashad Bateman's out for the year. Devin Duvernay is the only reliable option besides Mark Andrews, and Mark Andrews has been hurt. But I do like Isaiah Likely. He's been very solid.
They got Likely, and they got another guy there, Charlie Kolar.
I haven't seen much of him. How has he been?
He hasn't been doing much. He's not really a good system fit, but if they could figure out a way to get him involved, they got 3 good tight ends in there. He was good coming out.
All right, that's our top 10, guys. But now, Michael, I'm going to ask you a question. I want you to give me your most overrated and underrated teams in the league right now. I want to start with underrated. Let's keep it nice.
Underrated.
Keep it nice for the fans.
Underrated, okay. Let me look around real quick. Underrated, I think I'm going to have to go with the New Orleans Saints. Okay? I know they're losing games, but
I can somewhat agree with that.
Andy Dalton has been really good this year, sneakily. He's like, that offense is efficient, it's moving, and they've been dealing with all these weird situations, right? And sure, I think this year is probably over, look towards next year. But I think there's a lot of good stuff to take away from this year. I mean, sure, you don't have your quarterback, right? But Chris Olave has been great.
Olave is amazing. He's my fantasy stud. Like, amazing guy.
The defense has been solid. See, and that's another thing, actually, I will say that makes me feel that they're underrated is I think their defense could be elite, and they're not playing like it. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the coaching, because, it's all new coaching over there. Maybe Dennis Allen, he's busy being a head coach now. Maybe he can't take care of that defense. I don't know what it is. But that Saints defensive roster is amazing. And their offense is moving the ball. They got good weapons, good line. You get a quarterback in there, get that defense to figure things out. Shit, I mean, that could be a good team. So, yeah.
Sorry about that, guys. My computer was dying, so it fixed that.
Yeah.
What were we just talking about?
Well, I just said that the
right,
Saints,
overrated, underrated.
Yeah, that's right. So, overrated then. I'll go with overrated. My overrated team is going to have to be. Let me see here.
I'm ready for you to say the Jets.
I'm not gonna say the Jets. I'm gonna say the Titans. It was between the Titans and the Cardinals for me, but you know what? Nobody really thinks the Cardinals are all that, which is about time. I've been saying this.
Cardinals
for years,
are bad.
man.
I was a big Kyler Murray hater when he came out, and look at that. He is not doing great.
It's not that good. But the Titans, they're 5-3. I think they won 5 straight now, right? Yeah. So everyone's kind of hopping on their wave. Derrick Henry's doing good again. Yada yada. Defense looked good. Don't get me wrong. It's a good team. It's not a great team. It should not be in any top 10s because they have a pretty bad quarterback room, right? An unexciting offense that has proven that offense just can't and won't win, I don't think. Derrick Henry is not going to get 35 touches a game and win a real good playoff game against a good team. Because you're going to have to score. It's going to take you, 6, 7, 8 minutes to score every time. Then Ryan Tannehill's going to throw a pick. And guess what? All these teams are going to score. Each time they get the ball, they're going to pass down the field. I just don't like the Titans. I don't see what they got going there. I don't like their style of play. I think they're boring to watch, too. Good defense, mediocre offense. I don't see why people are thinking a good defense is going to meh offense is a top 10 team. I don't see why people think that. So what about you? What's you got?
I think overrated, underrated. I'll go with underrated as well.
Underrated to
I
start.
I'm gonna say the Chicago Bears. I really, you know what? I am kind of a Justin Fields hater, but I think I'm just salty. I think I'm just salty because he just looks so good.
Yeah.
And he has nothing. He has nothing. And Chase Claypool traded for him, second round pick. He hasn't done anything since he's been there. Not that I know of or heard anyway.
No, he's not done anything.
But Justin Fields is an animal, and he just runs. He's just so fast. You can't stop him. I don't like. Well, who did they just play? They played the Lions. When he had that 60-something yard run, I said the play before. I was like, there should be a contain or a spy.
Yeah.
I don't even think they had either, and he just ran all over them, gone. And he's fantastic. Their defense, their defense is okay. I think their defense is all right.
It's not good.
Is it not great?
It's not great. They traded all their talent.
Right, they traded Robert Quinn. Yeah. No, you're right. You're 100%. Yeah.
Robert Quinn and Roquan. They don't have it. They don't have bodies there. They don't have bodies anywhere.
Who are their corners?
They got a new guy, Kyler Gordon.
Oh, right. Oh, I like their rookies. I really like their rookies. Jaquan Brisker.
Yeah, he's a safety.
I really like Jaquan Brisker.
They got Jalen Johnson there too. Do they? Right?
Jalen Johnson? God, I have no idea. You can look it up. But yeah, the Bears. They're like It just feels like some weapons, and that defense could stop anything.
Yeah, they got Jalen Johnson there.
Yeah,
they got good corners. They got all right corners rather. Jalen Johnson is good. He's very underrated. But Kyler Gordon, he's young. He's all right. Their safety, you're right. He's playing good. Briscoe's playing good. But that's about it on their defense.
Overrated team. Who is overrated in here? I can't say the Raiders because the Raiders just are bad. The Raiders are just really bad. Yeah. They're just terrible. I feel like they would have been a good contender for this if they were actually decent. But they're just outright horrible. So I think I'm gonna go with. Oh God, I don't know. I really, you know what? I'm gonna have to say the Ravens again because I'm gonna say the Ravens because, as I said before, they just don't look like the Ravens. They look like they've just lost their spark. And I know Lamar's main thing is running, and he's been getting a lot better at passing, but that team just looks not good. They just look like there's something off about them, and I don't know what they need. Their defense, I would say they don't need anything, but it looks like they need a lot of work. But I really can't even say where. Marlon Humphrey, Marcus Peters, still great. We both agreed, though, that when they drafted Kyle Hamilton, that was a big mistake. And it's looking like it because he's slower than me. And I'm very slow. And it's really just like...
I don't think he's quite slower than you, Chris, but...
A little exaggeration there, but he's slow. He's very slow.
He's slow. But, if they got a plan for him, he can work as a boxer. I think he's been heating up a little bit.
Has he?
Yeah, he had a pick.
Yeah. Week. I think it was a tip ball or underthrown or something, but he was there. He was there.
He was there.
He got it. Yeah, and
they had a great draft.
They had a very great draft. I was ready for them to be Super Bowl team, but they're looking like they're not even gonna make the. They're gonna make the playoffs.
They're gonna make it,
but barely. I think. Well, the Bengals are gonna win the division.
I don't know.
The Bengals are gonna win the division. I'm putting my
the Ravens are good.
Final answer. Comments. People viewing this. Final answer. Putting in Bengals win that division. Easily.
I disagree.
Okay. All right. I know you're a big Lamar guy, and
Job who's coming in there too. Hopefully sooner rather than later.
And who I'm sad about this year. I'm sad about the Lions. I'm really upset about them because I wanted them to be good. I was like, and now Jameson Williams. There's no timetable for him to come back.
Yeah.
I was really like, oh my God, week 8. It's gonna come out.
Yeah.
He's gonna be great, and he just hasn't recovered. I don't know why. They just said he's still working back from, the surgery, and he just hasn't been out there.
Well, I think this is the best possible thing for the Lions. They get a bad record. They get another high pick, but they're showing some growth. They're showing they got weapons. Their defense, it's kind of trash, but they got the new safety, Kirby Joseph. He's doing good. Aiden Hutchins has been playing good. They got young pieces, Jeff Okuda.
Finally, it took them 3 years.
So they get to develop. They're looking all right. They look competent. You got the coach. You got your edge, a safety, a corner. the weapons, the running backs, the O-line, right? So you put a quarterback in there, that's a good team. So now they can get a quarterback. It's perfect. So, yeah.
You know what? You know what? I'm like really stupid. I don't know why I said that. I mean, I agree the Ravens are overrated. I should have said the New York Giants. What are we doing? Are we
The New
serious?
York
Are we
Giants.
serious?
No,
We
you
haven't.
know what?
We're going back to the Giants, guys. We're
No,
going
man.
back to the Giants. I don't know how long this is. I should have set a timer, but I'm going back to. I'm sorry. I was gonna keep slandering you guys. I get it. I understand. You guys are 7-2. Good job. You get a golf clap from me. But it's a really, really sad 7-2, and I have to look at these. I don't get how they're 7-2. Their record. I mean, I'm sorry. Their schedule really easy. Like really.
But they're winning the tough games.
They are. They're in the shootouts.
They are a good team.
They're just overrated. They shouldn't be 7-2. I don't know how in the hell they're 7-2.
Because they have the best coach.
This Bills guy over here.
Brian
Loving the
Daboll,
Bills for
man.
some reason.
Brian Daboll.
Okay. Well, let's go over this. Ready? This is gonna be Giants Thunder podcast. I apologize, but I also don't, because you guys just need to hear this from somebody. I don't know. Okay. They beat the Titans by a point, and that was, the Titans have gotten a lot better since then. Whatever. Panthers, got to beat the Panthers. Lost to the Cowboys, makes sense. The Bears, before their offense turned up, they were very bad, but now they're scoring like 30 points a game. And you know what? I believe, I will give them credit where credit is due. They beat the Packers and they beat the Ravens. I do like that. I do think they dominated. They dominated the Packers and the Ravens. And
damn right.
Yeah, they did. And you know what? Aaron Rodgers, my guy. I don't know what you're doing. You finally got a receiver who can maybe catch a ball. You might want to use him a little more. I understand 2 drops that game. Two drops, like easy catches.
Yeah.
And he's a stud now. So maybe Aaron Rodgers found a new receiver, or he might just be a Brett Favre and leave and go to the Vikings. Who knows?
Yeah, who knows?
And the Ravens choked that game away. The Ravens have choked a few games away this year.
Yes, they have.
Against the Bills, a really bad one against the Dolphins.
Yes, the Dolphins.
Against the Dolphins was bad. And I'm not 100% sure what happened at this Giants-Ravens game. Is blacked out up here. We're upstate New York.
Oh, that's right.
And we couldn't see it. But I know it was a very, very tough defensive game. And the Giants just outplayed them. They just totally outplayed them. And I'll give them credit for that. I totally think the Giants are on the right path. I think their defense is great. Not great. Above average, maybe. But and Dexter Lawrence looking really good this year.
He's been awesome.
Looking very good this year. And I don't know about their corners. They lost James Bradbury to the Eagles. Now that was
Torrey Jackson's all right. They got a bunch of slot guys. They need an outside guy.
But yeah, I you know what? I'll give you guys this. I'll give you Giants fans this. Here you go. You get your 2 good wins. I applaud you for that. But besides that, our teams are really you're beating the Jags. The Jags, surprise, terrible. They're terrible this year. I couldn't believe it.
They're not terrible. They're not a terrible team.
What's the record again?
They're not.
What are they? 3-6?
The Jags are feisty.
Jags don't win though.
Yeah, but you don't really want to play the Jags though.
I would love to play them. We played them. We do play the Jags.
I
cannot wait to
I like the
show
Jags.
them at life again.
They're fun.
They're interesting. Christian Kirk is a little. I thought that was like a terrible signing, but he's doing pretty good this year. Definitely not worth all that money, but he's doing.
Of course, he's doing good. There's a billionaire in the coach's ear telling him you got to throw the ball to Christian Kirk. So make me not look stupid.
Of course. Let's see. And anything else you want to say, Michael? I feel like I maybe if you say something, I might say, spin off of that. But if you got anything else to say, I think we might close it off here.
No, I think this is a good place to close. We got our top 10 teams in.
Slandering the Giants. Good way to close.
Yeah. Chris hates the Giants. It's just in.
It's just no. I don't hate
and
the
the
Giants.
Ravens. Forgot.
I don't hate the Giants. No, I kind of do, but I don't hate them. I just don't like the Giants fans who think they're all that. You know what I mean? Like it's like Dallas fans. Like I have my friend, he's a Dallas fan.
Okay.
Dies as a Cowboy. He's like I see these Instagram accounts. He sees these Dallas fan accounts, and they're always like Super Bowl. We're gonna win it all. Dak and Zeke. Oh, they're back. Whatever. And I'm like, and he's like, dude, I hate this. Like this is the most toxic fan base ever. And the Eagles are up there too. And the Giants fans, I understand you're winning. And the Jets fans have definitely been up there with you, being a little toxic, me included. But, you know, I get for the Jets, there's a limit of them being like good this year. You know, like if like Zach Wilson has proven to me that he either makes the best throw in the world or the worst throw in the world, and there's no like there really is no in between at this point. You know, check downs, whatever. But if he has like a crunch time throw, it's either a dime or it's a pick, or it's just a bad throw. It's off. And you know, I am trying to stay humble with the season, and I really, really am. But I just can't. I just we got it. We're winning for the first time in forever. And I wasn't even watching football yet when the Jets won those back-to-back AFC championships. And I can just imagine the pain of that, being a Jets fan back then and watching 2 back-to-back AFC championships just poof, gone. And then you're bad for 10 years.
Yeah. So this just in. Chris hates the Giants, the Ravens, and what? There was another team you mentioned that. Oh, and the Cowboys.
No, I like the Cowboys.
Oh,
I
okay. He likes
I was a big Trayvon Diggs hater, but it's cool now. No, Giants, just gotta calm. You're way up here. You guys, you're just gotta bring a little bit, just a couple notches down.
All right, G-Man, don't be on my dick though. I sorry, not supposed to cuss.
We'll just censor that, I guess.
Don't be mad at me, Giants fans.
Be mad at me. You can be
I
mad
think
at
you
me.
guys are good.
No,
but
don't lie to yourself,
we're gonna have to leave it off there, guys.
Yeah, thank you guys, whoever's watching this on our first episode of Siejka'd, Not Stirred. You know, I'd say we're going to do something, but we're getting right back in here. And with that, guys, thank you. And for anyone who's watching this, I really appreciate it. We appreciate it.
Yes, we appreciate it.
And if you want to see more of Michael, he'll definitely be back. He's over here all the time, and we're going to have a lot of different things. We're going to start doing NBA stuff next week, and Michael's a big Nets fan, guys. Big Nets fan.
I think they're losing me, man. I'm not gonna lie.
He's not happy.
I think they're losing me.
So with that, guys, thank you for watching.
Yeah, make sure you like, comment, subscribe to the channel.
Let us know. If you want to bring up any talking points for any episodes,
that's right.
let us know. We will take anything that was given to us.
And you know what? Put your top 10 down in the comments below.
Yeah, we want to see this. We want to see this.
Maybe we'll pick out the most spicy ones.
Yeah, we'll comment, we'll react.
Yeah.
See?
All right.
And have a good day, guys. Peace out.
Guys. Bye.